Hi, I'm here to encourage everyone to take the COVID-19 vaccine when it is available to you. I was part of the trial and I had the vaccine, and there's nothing wrong with me. There were no side effects whatsoever.
God is Dawn. Like and subscribe. Comment some nice love in this light. Here's God is Dawn. God is Dawn. God is Dawn.
Peace world, welcome, 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 or welcome back. I'm Goddess Dawn, and I'm back to report something that I read today about COVID-19. As you probably know, vaccine rolled out a couple of weeks ago, starting with first responders and essentials and elders. And from what I'm reading, the next recipients are students, teachers, and others who work in industries where there's face-to-face contact. The government reportedly foresees that a majority of the masses should be vaccinated by the end of spring 2021. Now, according to news reports, the country is split in half with regard to taking the vaccine. Some are so anxious to get the vaccine that they're traveling to states that will allow them to get it sooner than where they currently live, especially celebrities. Yeah, I read this. It says they're out of work and they're anxious to get the money rolling in again. Then there are some like myself who are 100% not going to get the vaccine. And there are others who are on the fence, waiting to see what happens to those who get vaccinated before committing. You know, Biden said he wouldn't make it mandatory for us to get the vaccine, but he didn't speak to how those who do not take it would be marginalized and ostracized for it. Do a Twitter search on anti-vaxxers. There's a lot of backlash for people who are against the vaccine. A lot of this news is coming from the UK because they actually are ahead of us when it comes to this virus. A lot of the protocols and things they were already doing before we started taking measures over here. So the chatter over there in the UK is that there could be travel bans, social venue bans, such as restaurants and movie theaters, if those things are reopened. This could very well separate mankind very distinct should it prove to unfold in the future. The article that gave me pause and concern, however, is the one where they're talking about authorities going door to door and getting people tested for COVID because of outbreaks in certain areas. It's from the Daily Mail UK. It says, how many more cases are there? Hancock calls for extra special precautions as door-to-door testing of 80,000 people starts in 8 postcodes after 11 people test positive for dangerous South African variant despite not leaving country. Oh, that's the other thing. There's other variants and strains that they're discovering. And reported one of the strains was from international travel, but now they're saying that they're finding these people haven't traveled anywhere and they're still coming up with the strain. So I'll go on. Door-to-door coronavirus testing is being launched across 8 parts of England, where it's feared the South variant causing panic around the world is spreading in the community. In a desperate attempt to keep track of the mutated virus, the experts feel could hamper the current crop of vaccines. Health officials will join forces with the local police, counselors, and firefighters to visit homes in Woking, in Surrey, Walsall, in the West Midlands, as well as parts of London, Hertfordshire, and Lancashire to offer residents a swab. Now they're saying offer, but they're coming with the police, counselors, and firefighters. I don't know if this is an offer or a demand. It says Health Secretary Matt Hancock said tonight people in those areas must take extra special precautions amid the threat of a new highly infectious variant. Speaking at tonight's Downing Street press conference, he added, stay-at-home message is there for everyone, but in particular in those areas, it's absolutely vital that people minimize all social contact and get a test when the opportunity arises. More than 80,000 over 16s will be targeted as a part of a huge surveillance scheme, and residents will be asked to take a test regardless or whether or not they have symptoms. Mr. Hancock said it was imperative that people in these areas stay at home and get a test when it's offered to them, as well as knocking on doors and asking residents to take tests there. And then extra mobile swabbing units will be deployed to all 8 postcodes, and home testing kits will be available to order online for residents to do themselves. It says ministers have already banned travel from South Africa and surrounding countries in response to ever-growing threat of dangerous new variants. The government last week ordered mandatory hotel quarantines for arrivals from 30 red list countries, including Portugal and South Africa. Prime Minister Boris Johnson also said this morning that he was confident that all the vaccines the UK has ordered will provide a high degree of immunity and protection against all variants. And Mr. Johnson said he was convinced lockdown was now working and bringing even the fast-spreading variants of the virus under control in Britain, with an internal report leaked today revealing ministers believe the outbreak is stabilizing. But Labour said it was deeply worrying that the South African strain appeared to be spreading in the community, claiming it shows the UK government's quarantine system is not working. In other dynamic coronavirus developments today, and it goes on with all these bullet points, which I will not read. So I feel like this whole knocking on doors with the police and the fire fighters and the counselors could set a precedent for how other countries handle what they're calling outbreaks. They're already warning people not to post their vaccination card. Yeah, there's that on social media, because people are proudly posting them on their accounts and showing their name, birth date, and where they got the shot. It's too much info. You know, any scammer worth his weight in scams can do something with that. Yeah, don't think there won't be or already isn't a vaccine card that you can buy on the black market. Wait for it. It's very unsettling. You know, how would you feel if authorities showed up to your door wanting to swab you for a COVID test or wanting to vaccinate you? What if it's an anal swab? They're doing anal swabs in some parts of Asia. No, seriously. Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Also, like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so. Thank you as always. Till next time. Peace.